I'm trying to figure this thing out. I'm trying to figure. Oh, you know what? This is what I had. I had that. Yeah. So this morning, I want to talk about patient in the suffering, because I know that we're taught everything but how to suffer. And in this life, we're going to go through things. We're going to grow through things, right? And so I want to talk about that this morning, real brief, because um, finding strength and growth and peace in difficult seasons. So this is a transformational conversation, okay? So finding strength, growth, and peace in difficult seasons. Why is patience important during suffering? Because suffering produces perseverance, and perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. So Romans 5, excuse me, that's Romans 3 through 4. So over the overview of what the presentation will cover is understanding of suffering, the role of patience, and practical strategies for cultivating patience. Okay. So what is suffering? So there are different types of suffering. There's physical suffering, there's emotional suffering, there's spiritual suffering. So I want to acknowledge the difficulty that suffering is hard. Nevertheless, it also can be your teacher. So I like to look at it. I like to look at it. What is this teaching me? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to show me? So I don't keep going through the same things, or if I find myself in that same place again, I remember, the last time I made it through, the last time it worked out. So when it comes to that, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was listening to a sermon, and they talked about that, and it made a statement, and I started writing down different things because I know that we're all going to go through things, and it's really how you view what you're going through, because we're going to go through things. So, and nobody teaches us how to suffer. Nobody teaches us how to suffer, right? How you view it is how you fight it. So how you view it is how you fight it. If you're going into it defeated, if you're going into it just sad and I'm just gonna give up, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be long. Okay, learning to be patient in the suffering. So one of the stories that reminds me of this is the story of Job. Right, he went through a lot, and it was really based off the decisions that he made, because a lot of suffering or things that are a lot of suffering could come from decisions that we have made, right? Because sometimes we don't always make the best decision. Let's just be honest. And I just want to just reiterate this phrase of the day that I shared earlier this week. God is not punishing you, he's preparing you. Trust his plan, not your pain. So he's not punishing you, he's preparing you. Trust his plan and not your pain. So many of us can get so lost and so stuck in that pain, and we could just succumb to the pain. I'm just gonna get in the bed. I'm just gonna lay down. I'm gonna put the covers over my head. I'm just gonna drink it away. I'm gonna smoke it away. I'm gonna sex it away. Whatever your vice you go to, whenever you find yourself in that dark space, it can literally take you out. It can literally, like, you can just get in that state of depression, and you don't do anything because all you keep doing is ruminating over, this didn't work out, that didn't work out, this person left, that person left, I lost this, I lost that. We can get stuck in everything that we lost, and it can have us stuck and stagnant, right? So this is a reminder, and maybe you want to write this down, because I like to write down different quotes and just place them over my house. So when I find myself in those places, I'm reminded, first of all, I trust God. And second of all, God is not punishing me, he's preparing me. I trust his plan and not my pain. Okay? That's my reminder and my go-to. Um, Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. How patience transform our perspective. So our patience, the benefit is growth, resilience, and inner peace. Those are the benefits of patience. And there are also strategies for cultivating patience. So you want to shift your mindset. You want to focus on what you can control. What can you control? Because a lot of times we're focusing on things that we have no control over. We have no control over what people say and what people do. We only have control over how we respond to it, right? For me, what I'm realizing when I find myself in seasons like that, I do not have the capacity for difficult relationships and difficult friendships. Like, I don't have the capacity. If you're real needy, like in this season, I can't be there for you. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to reposition you. for the safety of our relationship, for both of our safety, right? So when I find myself in those places, I just don't have it. I don't have it to give. I don't want to go back and forth with you. I don't want to keep talking about the same stuff that you're going through because I got my own stuff I'm going through. And that is challenging in itself because it's easy to, excuse me, it's easy to encourage others. And when it comes to encouraging ourselves and asking for help, strong people don't do that. I realized that the other day. My friend, I was telling her, I said, I started I had to, well, I thought I had to get out of this group that I was in because things have shifted, things have changed. So I was like, there's no need for me to continue with this program because I got to start all over again. And and they were like, no, you don't. The group is value. Are you getting value from the group? It has a lot of information. Like, don't get out of it. And what I was ruminating on was, I got to start all over. Things don't look like they did when I first got in it. So why would I stay in it? Right. And I was just ruminating over that. And a big ball of grief, y'all, just hit me. And I sat there and I was crying. And it's okay to cry because it releases those things. It releases toxin. It makes you feel better. Right. And so I was sitting there and I was grieving what I thought was a loss. And it wasn't even a loss. She was like, you don't have to get out of the group. All it is, you know what? It's a delay. Delay don't mean denied. So I can still continue with the program. I'm just not gonna, cross the finish line when everybody else cross the finish line. And that's okay. I think my main thing when I in that moment, I was thinking about sitting in those meetings, sitting with that group and knowing that they're gonna get there before I do because I gotta start from scratch now. And I had no control over that, right? And so like y'all, when I say a big ball of grief hit me, and I just wept until I got tired. And then I got up, got on my treadmill and did my exercises, and that was it. And I talked to my friend yesterday. She said, whenever you feel like that, call me. And I never think to call anybody. I never think to reach out to anybody because I'm not used to having that. So I was like, okay. And it wasn't weird. It's just, this is the reality when you're in those hard places, when you're going through those difficult times. It is great to have a safe person. You know what? I don't want you to fix it. I just want you to sit with me in this. I just want to cry. I want to release this. I want to tell you my frustration. I want to tell you my disappointment. I want us to pray and I want us to move forward, right? And all of those things are okay. So I'm glad that she said that. So now, and I knew that, but I didn't know that, right? So now I have that. So you want to make sure that you have those people that you can go to when it comes to healing. Healing happens in community. A lot of times when we're going through stuff, we like to just, let me just be by myself, right? And that can be dangerous because we begin to sit there and ruminate and play that thing. I was playing it over and over in my head, and the more I played it over my head, the more tears came down my face, and I was just sitting there like, oh my goodness. I wanted all these things, and I'm like, well, it's not the time for it yet. Like God was just showing me that it's not time for you yet. And it hurt. Like it hurt because we have these big bodacious goals. I created a vision board, beginning of the year. Nothing on that vision board is happening. It may not happen in 2025. And I gotta be okay with that because our ways are not his ways. Our plans are not his plans. We have these plans. He like, babe, I got something better for you. So I don't know what he has. I just know he got something better. Right. So that's my, I didn't even know I was gonna say that, but that's my truth. Right. So let's see. So strategies for cultivating patience. So you want to shift your mindset, focus on what you can control and reframe the challenges as opportunities for growth. So this challenge that I'm experiencing, it is an opportunity for growth. You know what I'm doing now? I'm learning different things. I'm over here on Restream, right? I'm going live from Facebook and YouTube. I learned how to put my QR codes for my items that I have for sale on Amazon. And it's just amazing. So I got to figure out. I'm not sure if I can do TikTok on here as well, but I would love to just go live on all platforms on one place. So I'm figuring that out because everything is figure outable. Don't be afraid to try something new. And guess what, y'all? I also started a new YouTube channel, and it's Jen's Thrift Chronicles. Love going to the thrift store. It is like my therapy. I go in there. I don't necessarily buy anything. I just it's like the hunt of it, like the trick, like just looking and seeing what I can find. And so I started a YouTube channel, y'all, and I posted my first video about a couple of days ago. When I posted that first video, 2 videos, I had zero followers, zero subscribers, let me say. And one of the videos had 55 views. So don't focus on the subscribers. Don't focus on the followers. Don't focus on that. Just get started, right? And so I'm having fun. And it's amazing. Be okay with starting something new. I don't know who that's for. Be okay with starting something new. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look like anybody else's stuff. It doesn't. Just be you, okay? And I'm also going to be launching a mastermind, and it's content creators, the digital content influencers. So a lot of times when it comes to technology, when it comes to these platforms, a lot of people may not have the skills and the tools and the knowledge. So I want to open that up for people who want to go on this journey with me. I'm gonna, you're gonna have access to me between 45 days and 90 days, whichever package you choose. The first masterclass will be free, just to put it out there and see kind of like gauge the room, check the pulse, and see what's needed and what's required. Because I want to help other people, and that's fun for me. Learning this stuff is fun for me because if I learn it, then I get to teach it, right? Okay, so next. Okay, so practice gratitude, y'all. We got to practice gratitude, daily reflection on what you're thankful for. So a lot of times you find yourself looking at what you don't have, switch it to what you do have. What do you have, right? In this position, guess what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried about anything because I know it's going to work out. Even if it doesn't look right, I'm not looking at my circumstances. Sometimes we can get focused on where we are, what we're going through currently, and we just get stuck. It's not going to be this way always. It's just not. So you want to develop inner strength. Okay, so that's important. Meditation and prayer and mindfulness, and also seeking support. As I mentioned earlier in the video, seek support and lean on trusted friends, mentors, or communities. Keyword: trusted friends. Okay, mentors and communities. And remember the bigger picture, finding purpose in the pain. I know that the pain that I am experiencing, because a lot of times, y'all, we won't move until he makes it very uncomfortable, until he make us move. And I know that I was complete where I was. And God showed me that. Because if not, I would have still been there. Because that was safe for me. So when he rips that rug right from under you, it's like, what do I do now? Where do I go now? What does that look like? You get to figure it out along the way. But just know that it's for the greater plan that he has for you. And it's not always what you think it's supposed to be, because a lot of times we would not move. We will stay in relationships. We will stay on jobs. We will stay in situationships for as long as we can because it's safe. It's safe. We know this. This is what we know, right? So I don't want to do anything different when it comes to doing something, because the brain does not like change. The brain will find all kind of excuses. Well, I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to do that. And this person, they might be bad, but they got some good. You start looking at potential. You start looking at the relationship. The relationship is over, but you start looking at the potential. Well, if they could just do this, and if they would just do that, if they could, they would. They would have already. And a lot of times we are where God was the reason why we can't hear nothing new, because we still where we're not supposed to be. We're still around who we're not supposed to be. He's told us, he's given us instructions. He showed us over and over again. And we just, well, I like it here. Well, I ain't going nowhere because I don't know. No, that's why you can't hear. That's why you're not, maybe that's why you're not hearing. Because a lot of times we're trying to bring people that he's trying to remove out of our lives. And we're trying to take them along. Y'all come on. And he's like, nope. They got to come. No, I want them, but I love them. I'm telling you what I know, because I was in a relationship like that. And God kept using that person to show me. And I was like, but I love him. And listen, I got to the point I would stop talking to my friends about it because I wasn't done with that person. I didn't want to be done with him because that was safe for me. We had been together for like 6-7 years, right? So I'm like, I don't go no way. I like it here. Even though it was pain, it was disrespect, it was abuse. And I'm not just talking about him. Me overstaying that relationship, even though it had been dissolved, that was me disrespecting myself, not loving myself, not trusting myself, not respecting myself. I knew that I deserved better, but I kept settling because it was safe. Sometimes it feels safe to settle. It does. It's safe over here. I know this. I know this. This is safe for me. Is it? Is it good for you? Just because it's safe for you doesn't mean it's good for you. And no matter how much you want that person to change, you can't change nobody. You can't change nobody. Look how hard it is to change you. I thought I could change people. I thought if I loved them, if I just loved them, if I just gave them some guidance, right? I found myself in relationships with guys who wanted me to be their mother, right? Kind of mothering them. There are things that they lack, right? So I found myself teaching them and showing them, and I felt like, is this my boyfriend? This my child. Taking care of them, doing things, dressing them. No, that is not my job. That's not your role, right? I had to realize that I was doing that, right? And so for me, and let me just talk about my perspective, I was looking for a father figure because I didn't have that, right? So I'm looking for, I dated guys like my dad. Didn't even realize it. There was something that was lacking. A lot of times in relationships are just reflecting you back to you. So the things that irritate you about that person, look in the mirror because it's showing you. And we can't see ourselves by ourselves. That's why he places people in our lives, relationships. They're shipping you someplace, right? Anyway, I just be so distracted. Let me get back on course. Okay, so faith and patience. Biblical or spiritual insights on patience. So there's Psalms 27:14. Wait for the Lord, be strong and let your heart take courage. Oh, let me say that again. Wait for the Lord, be strong and let your heart take courage. Encouragement to trust the process. If nobody needed to hear that, I need to hear that. Encouragement to trust the process. Oh, we want to microwave the process. If I can microwave everything, look at here, God, can you just give me what I want right now? Can you give me what you're gonna give me? Like we want all the details. Give it to me now. It's my money and I want it now. Y'all know that commercial. That's how we are. We might not admit it. I am not ashamed to admit I want everything right now. Can I just get it right now? I am tired of going through these loops, going through these circles. Like I just want to be a millionaire now. I want to just be my own boss now. I want everything to work out now. I want to get the house now. I want to get the dream car now. Right? I want to start traveling the world and speaking all over the world now. I want everything right now. Can I be honest? Who want it all right now? Nevertheless, it don't work like that. It doesn't. All right, I'm gonna close out right now. So I want you to this is practical reflection. What has suffering taught me about myself or life? I want you to think about this question. I want you to grab your journal, all right? What has suffering taught me about myself or life? I think if I could answer this question, suffering has taught me that sometimes I don't make the best decisions. And when I don't, it's okay to let go and let God. Yeah. Take your hands off of it. Because you're not in control. You're not in control. You might think you are. And that's the thing about us. A lot of us, we're controlling, right? We are controllers. We're controlling. And we want things to happen the way that we want to happen. And we want to try to manipulate them when they don't. Or people. We'll just do this. Let's just do it like that. Or what about this? What about that? Like God tells us something to do. We like, but God, I'm waiting for another sign. We want 2011 signs. And we already know what we're supposed to be doing. And it ain't that. Right? It's just, we be in our own way. At the end of the day, we be in our own way. So, what else? Be patient. Everything is coming together, even when it feels like it's falling apart. My God. Be patient. Everything is coming together, even when it feels like it's falling apart. Be patient. Oh, my goodness. Be patient. Everything is coming together, even if it feels like it's falling apart. And the reason why I keep saying that, because I'm telling y'all, this is exactly where I am right now. My Lord Jesus. Be patient. Even though it looks like everything is falling apart, it's coming together. Even when it feels like it's falling apart, it's coming together. And here's the thing, deconstruction has to happen before construction has to happen. There has to be deconstruction because your house was not built on the proper foundation. This is my analogy. Your house is not built on the proper foundation. He will come in there and tear that thing down so he can build it back together the right way. On this solid rock I stand. All other grounds are sinking sand. Sometimes, y'all, we building our house on sinking sand. And we don't understand why he keeps wiping everything out. Because it's not on the right foundation. That's it. I'm complete. That right there just took me out. Commit to practicing one strategy this week. All right? One strategy. Be patient. Everything is coming together, even when it feels like it's falling apart. And there's a song by Tasha Cobbs Leonard. And it's called Break. I think I'm gonna say what's the name of it, y'all? Oh, I gotta get it. Hold on. Hold please. Because that song there, and that song used to make me weep, y'all. And I just it was a song that I listened to when I was coming out of that broken dark place. And it's a song that really spoke to my soul, and I did not even know it. Gracefully Broken. And if I could I'm not gonna play it because they're gonna mute me on Facebook. I think they're gonna do something over there. And I want to read the lyrics. That's what I was trying to get to. God will break you to position you, break you to promote you, and break you to put you in the right place, y'all. But when he breaks you, he doesn't hurt you. He doesn't. When he breaks you, he doesn't destroy you. He does it with grace. Anybody been gracefully broken? Where thank you, Lord. So, Father, tonight we are broken before you. Thank you for handling us with grace. Just lift your worship right here. There's there in this moment. So, when he breaks you to reposition you. He breaks you to put the pieces back together in the right place. He breaks you to promote you. Oh, I like that one. God will break you to position you, to reposition you, because you were out of position. A lot of times the breaking is because we're out of position. And when he breaks you in the right places. And it doesn't always it don't feel good. It don't feel good. It don't feel good, okay? But when he breaks you, he doesn't hurt you. You know why? It doesn't, he doesn't hurt you. When he breaks you, he doesn't destroy you. He breaks you to put you in the right place. So if you are feeling this right now, he is breaking you to reposition you. He's breaking you to put you in the right place. Because sometimes, truth be told, we be all out of place. We be somewhere back here, and he's up here like, you got to get here. And so what he does, he shakes it all up to get all the things out that you don't need. People, places, situations, like he does that to get the stuff out. Because we won't do it. We will stay somewhere. We lethal loyalty. We will stay in friendships. We will stay in relationships. We will stay on jobs. Lethal. I've been here for so long. I'm just gonna get here, do what I gotta do, and go home. I'm just gonna go ahead on be here because this is what I've been doing. Lethal loyalty. It's over. You know it's over. You know it's over. It don't even feel right. But you keep doing it. You keep staying there. You keep putting up with it. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go, y'all. You got to let it go. Because if you got your hands full of stuff that you're not supposed to have, you can't get nothing that you can't get nothing that he got for you. You can't get it. And when you in that wrong place, don't nothing work out. Ask me how I know. When you in that wrong place, don't nothing work out. As soon as you release that stuff, my God, the doors of heaven open up. All kind of blessings and grace. Woo. That's all I got, y'all. That's all I have. How to be patient in the suffering. All right. That's it. Find strength, growth, and peace in the difficult seasons. Because we're going to go through the difficult seasons. We are. We're not going to make it out here without going through the suffering and the pain. We're just not. So I hope this was helpful in giving you like a strategy for suffering because we need it. It's needed. I am complete with this video, with this message for today. Yeah. I thank y'all for being here. I do. I thank you for being here. I thank you for working with me through this technology thing over here. Let me show y'all on Facebook and YouTube what I learned how to do. I'll put my QR code up for a sweatshirt that I have on Amazon. Look at there. So once I figure it out over here, I'm gonna do the same thing, y'all. But look at that. It's something else I learned too, y'all. Let me see what else I learned. I could add. I could create a QR code on the spot, y'all. Like say I'm selling. I should have had my scripture journals around here. Say I'm selling something on the spot. I could create a QR code with a link for you to purchase. But yeah, I learned how to do that yesterday. So I'm gonna play around with this some more and learn some more things. But yeah, I just wanted to add that here. And like I say, I'm complete. I hope y'all have an amazing Saturday. And I will see you in the next video. Hey, follow my new YouTube channel, Jen's Thrift Chronicles. I got some videos. Like listen, I'm just over there being me. All I can be is me. You can win as you. I'm telling you, there's somebody waiting on you to do that thing you're supposed to do. All right, so just do it. Do it scared, do it unprepared, and do it again. It don't have to be perfect because done is better than perfect. Okay. That's all I have. I hope y'all have a good